Hello everyone, my name is Elliot, and today I will be wanting to teach you about my favorite level in Neon White, Fastlane. Now, for those who don't know, I currently hold the world record for Fastlane. I have grinded this level for a long time, and I feel that I am within place to give an informative guide on, well, doing this level as fast as you can, and how to save as much time as you can. That being said, there are some things that you are going to want to know and do before the run even begins. One of the first ones is, while it is not required, it makes it very beneficial. You will go to rebind controls, and you are going to set your jump button to your scroll wheel. This helps with coyote jumps, as at higher FPSs they require more than one input to do, and well, one scroll is like 50 different jumps. Not really, but it makes it very, very easy to do coyote jumps. And yeah, that is what you will need to know, and that is a very beneficial thing. There is one other thing, however, it will come into play more specifically at a different part of the run. And yeah, so going into the run, first things first, what I tell everybody is you want to be looking here at the start of the run. Immediately when you start the run, look here. Right here at the Shocker's Eye is a very good place to be looking. It doesn't have to be perfect, but somewhere around here is very beneficial. You want to minimize how often you are moving your mouse and how often you are using a control key outside of forward, as this level is just a very straight and linear path. Now, this is where the coyote jump comes in. You come here, and right before you completely slide off of these, you want to press jump. And you can sit here and you can practice as much as you need. There is a 0.3 second window to do a coyote jump, but it is very linear once you get used to it. It is very, very, very easy over time. And yeah, if you do it right, you will land over here every single time. Now that getting past these glass panes are over, there is one more part that you need to focus on, and that is breaking this one right here. For every single time you step on a glass pane, there is a audio cue. You hear that? That is when you're going to katana slash it in order to break it as soon as possible. And of course, you're going to be wanting to stand right here in order to do this. So you'll swipe it, and it'll immediately break. This is for a tech called water edging, or edging for short. This allows you to go above the typical water speed cap, while still being just normally on the water. As you can tell, when I'm normally on water, my lateral speed caps out at 33.75. Now, if you would like to be able to see your lateral speed and your Y value, you're going to need to install Puppy Power Tools, which is a community allowed mod, a completely community allowed mod, and you can submit scores with this mod installed and shown. It will be in the Neon White speedrunning Discord, which I will be linking in the description. And the reason why this is so important, as there are two different boosts. There's water boost and above water boost. Above water boost is pretty self-explanatory. Whenever you go above the water, you go above the 33.75 speed cap. Now, for some reason, whenever you stand on the edge of water, it gives you that above water boost, as you can tell by looking at my lateral value. It makes you go above that. And while this is a very short segment, it saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of time doing this. So what you'll do is, what I tend to do is, after doing this, I want to be looking very slightly off. Not completely off, because obviously you'll fall off. And yeah, that helps me make sure I'm not going too far off, while also gaining a lot of speed from it. Just like this. And then if you feel like you're about to fall off like I did there, you can slightly move your mouse back. And that usually helps. Now, just going past this beginning part, you're going to want to jump on these balloons. Now, this is where minimizing your movement comes in, because you can always you can do what I do, which is only doing 3 inputs of your movement, or you can just use your movement keys for each of them. That is completely fine. However, my strat is, well, the fastest, as it minimizes that. So what you'll do is you do A, D, and you're going to look at this one, and you're going to try to land about here. Going past this part will help you a lot, as if you go right here on this part, it will just stop you and then move you, which is, well, slower. There's no better way to explain it. So, just so you can look at it again, A, D, A, go like that. Just like that. And that's how you do that. Now, for the second balloons, and for here, it's just simple as walking along here. You cannot water edge on this one, on this edge here, or in the one over there. It's just water geometry. It's just level geometry nonsense. Blame the devs. As for here, though, with these balloons, what I tend to do is I like to look here. About here or so is usually nice, as it allows me to not move my movement keys. And I tend to look up as well. Another last thing that is very, very annoying is you're going to want to learn how to jump later. Not as late as possible, as you'll straight up miss balloons, but it's a by feel thing where once you learn it, you'll eventually learn how to get the water boost that goes up there. It is very weird, and it is very hard to learn and get down consistently. It's not very hard, but it is something you'll have to learn and can be really tricky as a new runner to this level. You can see I do this, and now here I look up as well, so I can only use my mouse keys. And as you hear that audio cue when I stepped right here, this audio cue, that knows you got dragged along the water, and that not only pulls you down but gives you a speed boost. That's, well, for lack of better words, very beneficial to the run, as it's just a straight up time save. And there's no better way to explain how to get this other than jump later there than you would normally think, and just try to get used to it. Just practice it as much as you can, and once you feel comfortable with it, then yeah, you'll go along here. And with here, this is going to be a weird part, as you can cut even more corners, as right here, for some reason, this is counted as on the water. Some of it is weird, as like right here, you can just straight up get stuck. It's very finicky, but this is another way to cut corners, as you can tell. Going onto these balloons, jumping to them, you don't want to jump at the very edge, but jumping to them is just like this. See, it's simple. Now, something you should know about those balloons is that they're very counterintuitive. You do not want to be jumping at the very edge of them, as that will, here, I will simply have to show you what it looks like in order to do that, if you happen to jump at the very edge of them. If you jump at the very edge of them, like this, shoot that. Oh no, I fell. And that's exactly why you don't want to do that. You quite literally go too fast for Fastlane. Now, the way to properly do it is to not aim directly in the middle of them, but to aim a little bit more off of the edge, and that will help you over in the long run. Moving along, so here, like I jump here, and I jump here, and now I snipe that, and now I'm just on the thing, and teleporting here. You typically want to do it around the apex of your jump. A little bit earlier too is fine, as you do not lose much speed when stepping on that little platform from the Godspeed. You will want to do it later, as well. You will gradually lose speed due to friction being applied. But it's not the end of the world if you don't do it perfectly. And that about does it for the Fastlane guide. I really hope you all learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to join the Neon White Speedrunning Discord and ping me directly, or just ask in the comments. As always, well, just thank y'all. And of course, have a good day.